Today we are going to solving this problem. That is the last problem on the velocity analysis using a instantaneous method. That is again it is a 4-bar mechanism. So the same problem as like in the first problem type, but only thing is now what is the difference? Now you can see in this problem, we can see there is an extra one more link will be there. That is there are 4 link only, but they are attached to more like this. So as you know that if it is a hatch means it is considered link, considers one link only. Let me take the first question. Uh, in 4-bar mechanism shown in figure, the link 2 is rotating at an angular velocity of 15 radian per second. Locate all the instantaneous centers for the given mechanism and also find angular speed of link number 3 and 4, linear velocity of link number 3 and 4, linear velocity of points E and F. This many questions there that we need to find out. This is also important problem. So this is the diagram they given. Don't you think about the instantaneous center? This is after the finding the solution, but only initially they will give only this much. That is only the diagram they give you, and each dimension also they given. The dimension I think I crop that. That is there. I think you can show it here. Yeah, you can see now the dimension of CD they given. CD means here, and what is AB length also given, and also they given AD length, B length, C, every dimension they given. So as per the procedure, we need to take its scale and we need to construct this. And first we need to locate the instantaneous center. After locating the instantaneous center for this, we need to find the velocities for the things. So what are those velocity? They are asking first question, angular velocity of link number 3 at link 3, that is link 3 and link 4, angular velocity. So let's write the questions here. Find first question, angular velocity. Angular velocity is nothing but omega. Let's take copy this. Okay, omega link number 3 and same omega link number 4. Link number 4. So that is the angular velocity of link number 3 and link number 4 we need to find, and linear velocity of link number 3 and link number 4. That is the second question. Second question is, so second question is linear velocity. That is linear velocity of link number 3, that is V3, and link number linear velocity of link number 4, that is V4. And what is the third question? See, that is linear velocity at point E. Where is point E? Here, and point F is here. There is VE, linear velocity means VE, and as well as VF, VE and VF we need to find. So this is the 3 questions. First we need to locate the instantaneous center. After that we need to find this velocity. Okay, so that is the question for this given mechanism. So here you can see in this mechanism again links are 4. Once you draw this, we need to identify the links. See this, what we are seeing hatching part they shown, that we consider as a one link. So first we'll locate this. How to locate the instantaneous center as per the same Canadi's theorem rule. Then we'll come back to analyze the velocity. First we'll complete the first part of the question. For that I already constructed this. You can see now we need to choose the scale. No, so what is the scale I chosen is, so this is the dimension they given, and I taken the scale 1:, scale is 1:5. That will fit in the A4 scale. You can take 1:10 also or 1:5 also. I taken 1:5. If you do it 1:5, and then the dimension will become like this. CD will get 20 mm. That is 300 divided by 5 will give 20. Then 300 divided by 5 will give 20. That is not 60. 300 divided by 5 will give 60. Then AB is 200 divided by 5. AB, where is AB? Here 200 divided by 5 is 40. And BC is here, that is 200 divided by again divided by 5 is 40. And FD is already here. The FD's length is 100 divided by 100 divided by 5, that is 100 divided by 5 is 20 mm, and BE also 150 divided by 5, that is 30 mm, and AD is 400. Where is AD? AD is 400 divided by 5, that is also 80 mm. So I already constructed as per this scale. I divided by 5, you do it, and this is the dimension you will get. So is this is self-explanatory? No need to explain about how to construct this, correct? Because you know well the geometrical construction, how to do it, because every dimension is given. You can easily can able to construct this according to the given scale, that is 1 is to 5. Once you constructed this, we need to take the link number. We need to mark the link numbers. They are not given sometimes they will give. Usually they will not give. But we need to locate the what you call link numbers. So first the thing is where and all fix is there, that we consider as one link. Link number 1, here it is fixed, here it is fixed. And come, this is link number 2, and link number 3, that means BEC, it is totally they shown as hatching. Therefore that means they consider as one link, that is link number 3. And CD is this one, and it is considered as link number 4. Whole thing we consider as CD is considered as link number 4. Don't you split here, because it's a 4-bar mechanism, 4 links should be there. Don't you take it CF as 4 links, FD as 5th link, not like that. Total CD we consider as one link, that is 4th link. In that omega 2 is given, it is rotating in a clockwise, that is 15 radian per second. That is the given data. Omega 2 is given. First question is we need to locate this. So as per the this one procedure, using this formula, we need to calculate what is the total number of instantaneous centers for this. So total number of n instantaneous center is n into small n into n minus 1 divided by 2. That you know well. That is, you will get 4. Number of links is 4. Therefore, if you do it, that you will get around how much per 4 bar. Usually, you will get, if you do it, you will get 6. So that is 4 minus 4 into 4 minus 1 divided by 2, you will get 6. 12 by 2, you will get 6. That means totally 6 number of degree instantaneous center for this. Next, what we need to do? We need to write it in a table. So total columns are, will get 4, because we have 4 only. Therefore, we need to write a combination of the links. Now, first one is, which is then I12, then I13, then I14. Next, I23, next I24, next is I34 only, and here there is no combination, correct? So once you find out this, what is the next step we need to do? We need to find which is the types of instantaneous centers, and we need to identify and we need to locate that. So first we'll take a first one, I12. Where is link number 1? Link number 1 is here. Where is link number 2? Here. Therefore I12, where it will come? Therefore I12 will come. I12 will come in a at point A. That is which one? Whether is fixed one or permanent one? This one I12. Which type of instantaneous center that is? I12 is a which type of instantaneous center? I located the I12 now, therefore I mark it in a red circle. Let's go to the next one, I13. So link number 1 here, link number 3 here. Therefore, we can't able to locate right now. So therefore, we'll take it later. Next, come to the next instantaneous center, I14. Where is I14? Link number 1 here, link number 4 here. Therefore, we can get this instantaneous center here. Instantaneous center at this point, that is I14. So this is also a fixed one type of the this one instantaneous center. Therefore, we got this. Next, come to the next one, I23. Where is it? I23? Link number 2 here, link number 3 here. Therefore, I23 will come at point B. Therefore, this point I can call that I23. This one I called as I23. That is point number B. Therefore, we located that. I will mark it in a red circle. Let's come to I24. Where is I24? Link number 2 here, link number 4 here. Therefore, which is connected at this point, that is C point. Therefore, we can call this point C as a I I24, that is the location of that. Therefore, I23 and I24 are the permanent type, because even the mechanism changes configuration, this I23, I24 going to be moved, changes its position, but it will be there on the same point B and as well as I24 on the C. That's why it is called permanent type of this one. Therefore, I'm going to mark it now. This. Let's come to now I34. Okay. Next one. So I34 we can get it. I will delete this. I34 means at point number C you will get I34. So therefore link number 3 is here, link number 4 here. Therefore it is located at point number 3, at point number C. That is called I34. Therefore we got this now. I24 will get it later. Why? Because link number 2 is here, link number 4 is here. There is no connection. Therefore we'll take it later. That. Now we got 4 out of 6. We got 4 instantaneous center. Remaining 2 we are going to find using a Kennedy's theorem. So for that we need to draw a circle, that you know as usual procedure. We need to draw a circle now, and we need to mark the 4 points. We need to mark a 4 points, because why 4 means because number of links are 4. In previous problem toggle mechanism we taken 6 here. Why? Because it is total 6 number of links. That's why it came hexagonal. Now hexagonal. Now it comes to the 4 links. So I will going to mark it now. Link number 1, link number 2, link number 3, like 4 mark I will do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I will join with the line now, which is a no. I will draw it in a thick line. So I1 to 2 I know already located. Therefore I'm going to join with a thick line. Next I23, that also I located, that I know. Therefore I'm going to mark it in a thick line. Next I324 also I know. Therefore I'm going to mark it in a thick line. 3 to 4 I will join. Next I14 also I located. Therefore I will join 1 to 4 or 4 to 1. Now I got this one. Now I need to trace first. Unknown is I13. Therefore I'm going to draw in a hidden line. I will take it in a different color now. I will join 1 to 3. I13. So for that we got 2 triangles. One is 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3. So first we'll take first triangle. For this, if you want I13, I12 and I23 should be find out first. Where is I12? I12 is here. I23 is here. Therefore, according to the Kennedy's theorem, I13 will comes on the same line with respect to the link number 2. Therefore, I will draw the hidden line with respect to the link number 2. I am going to extend the line, and this line should be coincide with respect to the link number 2. Now come to the bottom triangle. If you want I13, it should be comes on the I14 and I34. I34 here, I14 here. Therefore, I13 should be comes on the same line, that is with respect to link number 4. Therefore, with respect to this, I'm going to draw the line, and this now it is coincided at this point. This coincided point we can call it as what? We can call this one as I13. I13. This is already you know well. That's why I'm going very fast. Now I13 got. Therefore, I will mark it anyway in a circle. If you want, I will mark it now in a circle. Okay. Now last one is I24. For that, we need to join the line. I'll take it a different color. Okay. That should be hidden line. I24. So again, we will see the 2 triangle. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, first we'll take this triangle. That is, if you want I24, I12 and I14. I12 is here, I14 here. Therefore, I24 will comes on the same with respect to this link. So I'm going to draw the line. with respect to this link hidden line. I don't know whether it comes on right hand side, left hand side. Just I will take it to the left for an instance. I will take it to the left hand side like this. Now I will take it next triangle, that is 2 3 4. So if you consider 2 3 4 triangle, you should if you want I24, it should be on the line to I23 and I34. Where is I23? I23 here and I34 here. Therefore, with respect to link number 3, we need to extend the line, because your I13 will come on the same straight line according to the Kennedy's rule. Therefore, this line is coincide with respect to this. Therefore, these two lines will coincide here, and therefore this location I can call as I24. So we got now all the instantaneous center. I24 here, I13 here. So now I'm going to trim it off because we need to take a measurement. I will. Okay. Now this is the first step. For this, 5 marks will be there. Location of the finding the instantaneous center. So this is very important. Now next is velocity. So let me take one by one, as like in the last class we did. We'll go in one by one. Now see, find with will go in by link number 1 in a order wise. So here at velocity at point A and velocity at point D is equal to what? Is equal to what will be there? Velocity at point A, velocity at point D will be equal to 0. Why it is 0?
Fixed one.
Because it is a fixed one, that is why it is 0. Good. Now we come to here, velocity at point P. So if you want VB, suppose assume that VB is occurs with perpendicular to with respect to link number 2, that is VB is here. Let us call this point as VB. Now if you want VB, this VB is equal to omega 2 into AB, omega 2 into AB. That is, absolute velocity will be omega times of R will be there. So with respect to this fixed point, R is nothing but AB and omega is nothing but omega 2. Therefore, this VB is equal to omega 2 or nothing but omega 2 we can call, or we can call as VAB, or we can call as only V. So therefore, with respect to link number 2, they are saying, therefore it is omega 2 omega 2 into what is the radius, or with respect to point A, what is the distance? AB. That is AB. Sorry. AB. Okay, into AB will be there. So this omega into omega 2 into AB will be there. Or VB also we can calculate. So as we know, according to the instantaneous method, VB will be equal to this point B. Now if we take point B on the link number 2 we taken. Suppose this point B, it is if we take with respect to link number 3, we can consider as VB is equal to this omega. So what is this omega here? What is this omega here? Here with respect to link number 2, we can call it as omega 2. Here with respect to link number 3, we can call it as omega. We can call it as omega 3, or we can call it as, or it is also called as omega BC. Both are same. Or we can call it as omega omega BC. You can call it as omega, or we can call it as omega BC. This is omega 3 with respect to link 3, or link number 3 also we can call as BC, no? That's why it is called omega 3 or omega BC. Therefore, now if we taken B, the velocity B with respect to link 3 means this VB is equal to omega 3 into perpendicular distance with respect to the instantaneous center. What is the instantaneous center at that point? What is instantaneous center at that point? What is the instantaneous center at that point? What is the instantaneous perpendicular distance, instantaneous center distance with respect to point B? You can see in the figure, no? I13,
sir.
I13 into perpendicular distance, I13 into with respect to this
VB.
point, what is B? I13 into B. VB with respect to link number 2 means VB is equal to omega 2 into AB, or with respect to link number 3 means VB is equal to omega 3 into I13B. So that is a one. Let us call this equation number 1. Now let's come to the here. Here also that is point E. If we consider, so here point E, that is velocity at that point E. Let us take this is also occurring like this. That is, let us call this point as velocity E, VE. So what is VE we can call it as? What is VE we can call it as? There are two ways again. What is VE we can call it as? Anyone? What is VE we can call it as? VE is equal to omega 3 into, what is the perpendicular distance with respect to E? Omega 3 into what is the perpendicular distance with respect to E from the instantaneous center? What is the perpendicular distance? Omega 3 into omega 3 into what is the perpendicular distance with respect to instantaneous center? Let's take the at point F, the corresponding velocity is Vf. Therefore, what is Vf is equal to? Vf is equal to omega 4 into what is the perpendicular distance with respect to D now, or radius with respect to D? Vf is equal to omega 4 into what is the distance with respect to D? Vf is equal to omega 4. What is the distance with respect to D from the F point? What is this distance?
F into I14.
F into I, not I1, it is FD we can call it as. Okay, therefore omega 4, this is the omega 4 into the distances with respect to point D is FD. So this is the total analysis of the velocity. Now if you want any unknowns, you can easily calculate. If you want V, we can calculate like this. We can VC, we can calculate in a two-way. VF, we can calculate like this. If you want VB, again we can calculate in a two-way. VA, VD means it is 0. Now let me take the questions now. What is the first question they are asking? Omega 3. Here, where is omega 3 is here. And omega 4 is here. If you want omega 3, there are two equations you can get, correct? Using this equation, what is omega 3 we can call it as? Omega 3 is equal to VB divided by I13B, VB divided by I13B, or omega 3 using this equation also we can get omega 3 is equal to VE divided by I13 E. Either by using this equation we can find, or either using this equation you can find. Correct. If you want now, next question, and also one more way, we can using this also we can find it. Omega 3 is equal to Vc divided by I13C. That also. Similarly, omega 4 if you want, using this equation again, omega 4 is using this equation. If you want omega 4 is equal to Vc divided by Cd. If you know Vc, if you know Cd, that also you can find, or you can able to find using the second equation also. So that is Vf. If you know Vf means Vf divided by Fd. So any equation, if you know any parameter, either using this or this, we can able to identify the things. Now that is the first question. Second question is V3, V4. For V3 nothing but here. That is linear velocity of link number 3 and linear velocity of link number 4. We need to find it. Let's take first question one by one, then we'll take to the next one. First question is omega 3 and omega 4, right? Let me take to the construction now. And one more thing now, you can see now, if you want omega 3, either we know VB, either you should know VE. By only these two way we can find the velocity, or we should know VC. Either VC should be known, or VE should be known, or VB should be known. What is given? Given is omega 2. Therefore, if you know omega 2, what we can able to find out? If you know omega 2, I can be able to find the VB, right? So when you consider the point B on with respect to link number this VB is equal to omega 2 into AB. So therefore, omega 2 is how much they given? 15 radian per second. That is 15. Anyone, if you have calci, please open the calci and do it. Omega 2 is 5 into AB. AB they given 200 mm. Therefore, 5 into 200 mm is equal to how much it will come? It is nothing but
15, no, sir. 15. 15 radians, no, sir.
15. Sorry. 15 into 200. How much it will come? 3000. Correct. It is nothing but 3000 millimeter per second, or in terms of if it's a meter, it is 3 meter per second. Now we got VB. If you know VB, what we can find out? Omega 3, correct? For that, omega 3 is equal to VB divided by I13B. VB already I know, but I13B. So what is I13B? For that, I need to measure here this distance. Where is? Can able to see the screen, right? Okay. Now see. You can see now. You can I13B nothing but this distance. This distance is we got at 52.34 approximately. We got 52.34. I13B is equal to 53.4 multiply by scale factor. Don't forget to multiply here because we need to take the original scale. Scale factor I taken as 5. Therefore, 53.4 into 5, how much it will get? How much? Can anyone please take the calci and do it? 53. Sorry.
267.
Huh?
267, sir.
To take, sir. 15, no, sir. 5.
5 because scale factor, no. 53.4 we measured from this
yes,
diagram, no. This is not a original scale. We reduce the scale, no. We need to take to the original.
50, yes, sir. Scale length.
So 53.4.
267. 267, sir.
267.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this VB, how much we got? This is if we convert into 267 divided by 1000, how much you do it if in terms of meter?
0.6267 meter per second.
0.26 meter per sorry, meter only, not second, meter. Therefore, VB omega 3 become VB is 3 divided by 0.26, correct? 0.26.
Yes,
How
sir.
much it will come? How much it will come? 3 divided by 0.26. It will come around 1.53.
11.53, sir.
11.
11 point. Yes, sir.
11.53.
53.
What is the unit of omega? Radian per second will be there. So first question we got omega 3 we got. Next we need to find the omega 4. Now if you want to find the omega 4, you can see we have equation here. Where is omega 4 equation? Here. Either we should know VC or we should know VF or we should know I1 this one VE. By using any way we can able to find it. So if you by using this equation you can easily find it, right? Because V, if you want omega 3 into I1 3, we need to find omega 3 already know. Therefore I1 3E, for that I need to go here. Where is I1 3E? I'm not joined here. I will join from I1 3 to here. Now I'm going to take this line distance. What is this distance? We got 25.61. Please, anyone please calculate. This is equal to omega 3 is omega 3. How much you said? 11, right?
Yes, sir.
11
11.53.
Okay, 11.53 into I1 3 is how much we got? 25.61. Anyone do it? 25.61.
295.28, sir.
295.28.
2.28.
That is, I will 1 meter. Here, one more thing. Before that, we need to do I13E. We need to convert it to scale factor, right? 25.61 into scale factor is 5. That you don't forget. How much scale factor? 5. How much it become? 25.61 into 5?
128.05. 28.05.
05 mm. Convert into meter. 1.28, right? Convert into meter.
Oh, 0.12, sir.
0.12 we can
0.128. Correct.
8.
Therefore, now VE become this omega, that is now we can calculate 11.53 into 11.53 into this 0.128. How much you'll get?
1.47.
1.
47.
Correct. Exact the right answer. 1.47 meter per second. We are converting into meter. Keep this in mind. Understood all of you up to here?
Okay.
Now we got VE. Therefore, what we can calculate now? We can able to calculate omega 3. Therefore, omega 3, not omega 3. What we are finding now?
4 we need to find, sir.
Omega 4, no? Correct. So therefore,
Yes, sir. Omega 3 already find.
okay. Omega 4. Where is omega 4? Yeah, here. So if you want omega, omega 4 means we required either VC or we required either VF. So therefore, we want omega 4 means VC we can able to find now. What is VC? Omega 3 into I13C. Omega 3 into I13C. Where is I13C? I13C here. 38.61. Memorize this point. I13C is 38.38. I will write it here. I13C is equal to 38.61 into scale factor. Don't forget, scale factor is 5. So how much? 38.61 into 5.
193.05, sir.
193.05.
5.
That is mm. Convert into meter.
0.193.
0.193 meter per second. Correct. Now we got omega I13C, right? Therefore we can able to calculate VC. That is VC is omega 3 into this much. Omega 3 we already know. Where is omega 3? 11.53. Correct. So 11.53 into I13C is 0.193. Do it. 11.53 into 0.193, how much?
2.225.
2.225 meter per second. Now we got VC. We got VC means we can able to calculate omega 4. That is VC divided by CD. So this is VC is 2.225 divided by CD. CD already given the dimension. CD they given us 300. 300 is nothing but in terms of meter 0.3. 2.225 divided by 0.3. Do it.
Sir.
2.225 divided by 0.3.
7.41.
Yes. 7.41. Correct. No. 7.41. 7.41 radian per, that is enough. 7.41 radian per second. This is what we got the first question. Omega 3 we got, omega 4 we got. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Angular velocity we got of the both the omega 3 with respect to link number 3 and with respect to link number 4. Let me see the second question. Second question is linear velocity of link number 3 and linear velocity of link number 4. So what is linear velocity of link number 3? Link number 3 means that is nothing but link number 3 means nothing but VBC or V3 we can call it as V3. I'll write it here. V3, that is second question is V3, or we can call it as this one also we can call it as VBC because with respect to link number 3 that is VBC. VBC is equal to omega 3 into this distance, that is BC distance. Omega 3 into BC, that is BC they already given. Omega 3 how much we got? 11.53, right? Do it. 11.53 and this distance is already given. BC distance given in the this one. BC distance I'll check out, right? BC is around 200. 200 is nothing but convert into meter 0.2. Now 11.53 into 0.2 how much?
2.306.
2.306. 3. Just we will take it that way. So we got V3. V3 is equal to, or VBC is equal to omega 3 into length of the link number 3. That is link. We totally will get V3. And next finally, second question is V4. So what is V4? We can call it as same thing. Omega 4 into length of this link number 4. V4 is equal to omega 4 into length of the link number 4, that is CD. Omega 4 already know, that is 7.41. You said 7.41 into CD they given already. The CD length is given as Around
0.3.
yeah, 0.3. How much it will become?
2.22.
2.22 meter per second. Okay, second question is completed. We got omega 3, omega 4, V3 and V4. Finally, the question is VE and VF. So what is the formula we find out that we already derived that. VE, where is VE? I think we already calculated. That question is over. That is 1.47 meter per second. But finally we required VF. What is VF? Omega 4 into FD. Therefore, omega 4 already I know, 2.225 into FD. FD length also they given. It is around 100. That is 0.1 meter. How much it become?
0.22.
0.2 na?
Yes, sir.
2.225. Do it once again. Not 2. Omega 4 is not, sorry. Now omega 4 is how much? 7.41, no? Here. 7.41 into 0.1. How much?
0.74.
0.74 meter per second. That means we completed all the unknowns now. We got omega 3, omega 4, V3, V4, VE and VF. V is nothing but I13 into omega 3. VF is nothing but omega 4 into FD. V3 nothing but BC into omega 3. V4 nothing but omega 4 into CD. That's all. So this complete the problem of this class. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.